Hi, everybody. This is Connie Dornan with That Properties, and today I'm in my home office. And we're going to be speaking with Mike Kirkland of Personal CFO Solutions, and he's here to give us some tips, especially in this volatile market. He's going to tell us what he thinks and what you should be doing. Hello, Michael. How are you today?
Hi, Connie. I'm doing great.
Great. Thank you so much for joining us. First of all, why don't you tell us a little bit about what kind of services that you offer?
Okay, so I work for Personal CFO Solutions. As you said, we're an independent, comprehensive financial planners. So what I mean by comprehensive is really we advise on everything that impacts your personal finances, whether it's investments, retirement planning, employee benefits. We do tax planning and preparation with our clients, cash flow planning, insurance planning, and we help them with their estate planning a lot of times. We don't draft documents, but we advise them on appropriate planning and beneficiary designations, you name it. So if it impacts you personally, we basically help you with it.
Excellent, excellent. Can you tell us some tips that you can give to people right now of what to expect in the real estate market or what they should be doing in the real estate market?
Well, I think what I see from my clients right now is that those clients that thought the low rate environment, even though rates were still low, they thought they missed the lowest rates. So you're seeing people start to take advantage of that opportunity again. From what I'm seeing with mortgage bankers is a lot of people are reaching out to refinance, but the refinance rates have not dropped as much as the purchase rates have because the banks are so busy right now, and their primary source of revenue are those purchases that they've kind of created a big spread there as a filter so that they can handle the amount of business coming in. So
Right. Well, that's good to know. I'm seeing the same thing over on my end too. What changes are your clients making right now to their portfolios?
I think most clients are starting, well, this is always a great time people have been living in a bull market for a long time now, and everybody wants to be aggressive in a bull market and conservative in a bear market, but it's impossible. So it's a great time that people are starting to revisit their risk tolerance, whether they had enough conservative assets to meet cash flow needs. I mean, a lot of people are dealing with being laid off or reduced incomes, and if they have adequate emergency funds. And as long as those buckets are met, then they're starting to potentially move more into equities and take advantage of the recent sell-off in the market. I don't know if the market's going lower, if we're going to break through those lows that we reached, or if we've created a new bottom. There's a lot of uncertainty still out there.
Right.
But as long as you're long-term focused and we're basically buying in at multiple price points so that you're not taking all the risk from one day or the next.
Gotcha. Well, thanks. Okay, thank you. And then how about one more question? And this has been on my mind, and I know that we talked about it as well. What type of estate planning tips are you giving to people right now? I know that people are worried about their health and their livelihoods, and they're also worried about their kids and succession planning. And especially right now with the coronavirus, there's a lot of uncertainty in the air. But we're all going to be fine, folks. But just in case, what kind of tips do you recommend?
Well, I think, again, something like this, a tragedy like this, this brings it to the front of their mind, planning that they haven't done in the past or should have been doing. I mean, filling out a life insurance application or completing your estate documents is not fun, and everybody's super busy, but it just brings it to the front of their mind that they need to accomplish these tasks. So if you're a young family or you're a primary income earner, you need to start thinking of things, taking care of your family, taking care of your kids, making sure you name guardians, making sure you have appropriate estate planning techniques set up, whether it's forming a trust that will hold your kids' assets if they're minors, or even making sure you have adequate insurance if something did happen to you that you could support your family. So I think addressing those two basic items has to be a high priority, even though it tends to be put down to the bottom of people's lists.
Right. Kind of a little side note to that. Prince, the musician Prince, he died. He didn't have any estate planning. He didn't have a will. He had nothing designated. And I thought that was quite remarkable of someone of his stature, you know, and the amount of money that he had, that he hadn't done anything at all about it.
Yeah, that's insane. I mean, I want to be in control of who gets my assets.
Yeah.
And also, I don't want assets to be tied up in probate. I mean, I want to make sure I have appropriate beneficiary designations. I mean, that's first you have to draft the estate documents, but then you have to make sure you have beneficiary designations, account titling in line with those documents. Otherwise, it'll blow up your entire estate plan that you put in place. So I want it to go smoothly for my survivors.
Sure.
And not be tied up in probate court, and then them to have those assets as soon as possible. So
Fabulous.
even though I'm going to live forever, so I'm not worried about it.
Oh, we're all going to survive. We'll be fine. As long as we're doing our social distancing and we're doing all the recommendations that we're being told, we'll survive this, I'm sure. Well,
Great.
Michael, thank you so much for coming on our little segment today. And if anyone out there, they want Michael's information, I'll have that into the social media, and you can ping him anytime you want with any questions that you may have.
Thanks, Connie.
Well, take care.
You too. Bye.
Bye.